Hello and welcome to the review of AOC Q32P2, an affordable 32-inch QHD monitor designed with productivity in mind. I've been using it daily for the past month and I can definitely see it on my table not only for work, but for occasional gaming as well. Let's dive into more details. From the first look, it is obvious that this monitor doesn't belong to the AOC's gaming segment. It is designed not to draw attention to itself, at least not on its aesthetics. On the black matte bezel, you will find AOC logo, 5 buttons, and the status LED light. The bezel is 15mm wide and it is actually very convenient when you need to adjust the angle of the screen. The stand occupies quite a bit of surface on the desk, but since it is flat you can use it to put things on it. The stand has only a basic cable management in the form of a hole through which you can route the cables. Coming to the connectors, the monitor has 2 HDMIs, 1 DisplayPort, 3.5mm headphone jack, 1 upstream USB Type-B and 3 USBs in version 3.2. Next to the 3-pin power connector is an on-off switch. In the package you will get 1 HDMI and 1 power cable. Too bad that USB cable for the upstream connection isn't supplied. Q32P2 has the very same menu system I've seen on AOC gaming monitors. It is well organized and you can quickly come to any setting using the buttons on the bezel. Among other settings, there you will find an option to turn on the break reminder, which will appear as a window every hour. You will also find an option to reduce blue light. Even though this monitor is not specifically designed for gaming, AOC has implemented game settings such as different presets, shadow control, low input lag, adaptive sync, and FreeSync support. As an improvement, I would suggest to AOC to consider adding some space between the power and menu buttons. In a dark environment, I was more than once pushing the power button instead of the menu button. A small gap would definitely reduce such mistakes. Coming to picture quality, the AOC Q32P2 delivers sufficiently accurate grayscale and colors by default for typical office applications. Since my unit had too much blue in grayscale, I was able to improve it quite significantly by activating low blue light mode and selecting the multimedia option. There is also an sRGB mode within the color temperature menu, but I would not recommend it since it is not more accurate than default warm setting, and it does not allow you to change any of the settings, low blue option included. Using Calman 2021 monitor calibration workflow, I was able to further improve grayscale and achieve a respectable level of accuracy. Color gamut is following the sRGB/BT.709 standards, but even after calibration there were some errors in color accuracy. Again, nothing of an issue for email and office applications, but of some concern if you need highly precise colors for your work. I was impressed with the contrast of this monitor. For an IPS, a contrast value of over 1400:1 is really good. Viewing angles are wide and there is no distracting light bleed. On the other hand, typical for IPS panels is that under angles black is not so good. It has a glow effect and this was visible on this monitor as well. I was pleased with the resolution of the screen, even though the text is not as crisp as on Ultra HD 4K screens. For productivity it is great. Text is big and easily legible, which is very important if you're spending 8 hours a day working on emails, presentations and reading documents. Coming to gaming, I enjoyed playing my favorite titles on the big screen, with fast response and no distracting blur. Contrast is decent and I was happy with the sharpness. QHD resolution means that you can get a higher frame rate with a more affordable graphics card, something that is quite important to consider due to ongoing shortages worldwide. Finally, this monitor has stereo downfiring speakers which produce sound which is very limited and should be only used if there is no alternative. It is much better to connect headphones or use external speakers. I was using an AOC GH300 USB headset with LED lighting that offers well-balanced sound with a good amount of bass. Headphones are well built and have a detachable microphone that didn't sound too good. The people I was speaking to told me that my voice was like I was in a tunnel, especially when I removed the foam cover. For not demanding users they are fine, but for online meetings I prefer lighter headsets with open design and better microphone. To conclude, AOC Q32P2 is not only great because of its size, but also because of its picture, ergonomics, and connectivity options. During this 1 month I was using it daily for more than 8 hours. It served me well, delivering accurate flicker-free image up to 75 Hz, high enough resolution to have 2 documents or windows opened side by side, and options to easily adjust the height and the angle of the screen to my needs. In addition to that, it is also a good option for gaming, with low input lag, FreeSync support, and fast enough response to avoid blurry image. If you're looking for a monitor that will be great for your home office, definitely consider AOC Q32P2. It receives my recommendation. I would like to thank AOC for sending me this monitor for testing. Let me know which monitor you are using to work from home and what do you think about this one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.